You remember this map, right? Well, I don't, because I have this map. Now, before we go into it, let me give you an introduction. Actually, no, I don't need an introduction. Let's just start and end with C. Oh no, please have more C. Oh, did you mean seal? Okay, that's enough C puns for now. Anyhow, this time it is split into several islands, with fire being there. Why won't this camera focus? Now, before we go into detail, I guess we'll cover all the C's. There's C up there, more C down there, too much C there, even more C there, seal, and yeah. Alright, so fire is just a huge volcano with a small village right there, and a port. Then, next is this barren wasteland with a strange mountain chain. And it's surrounded by several layers of grassland. And this time, I believe that's a skeleton. It's so sinister, look at that. Now, the metro this time is not just a barren wasteland, no. This metro is sunken. Sunken. Along with the sunken metro are several shipwrecks off the edge of this evil-looking island. Now, the home of the hermit has been moved to this strange-looking island. So, the Garmatorn live all in some sort of swampy marsh area. And since there are so many little lakes, I've called this the Land of Lakes. No pun intended. Now, the Arnomatoran this time live in many, many canyons, which are around this area. Sort of like the red rocks in the middle of the US. There's an awesome trench there, although, not trench, arch. Awesome arch there, but you probably cannot see it because of how terrible this camera is. This area is forbidden. Do not look at it. Now here is the ice biome, which has 2 villages. Two! Yes, 2 villages. Along with too much sea. But anyhow, there's a ridge formed by several mountains there. Now let's move on to this 3rd island. It's mostly mountains in the north with some stone in the middle. Although really it's a desert. Now, the Pomatoran here do not actually live in the desert. They prefer to live right on the edge of a river, because that's healthier. Now, the Lematoran live in this village, and a massive jungle is just in the south, separated from the desert mostly by this huge river, with a river delta over there. Now, on the bottom there are several islands. A chain of islands form an archipelago, which leads to the home of the hermit, as I said before. Now, between these islands and past the metro is where we shall end, with more sea.